Hi, hope a great day. You're watching JG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm gonna go over Blue Beetle's first reactions and reviews, which came out, and I have a mix of 5 different first reactions to kind of give you an idea what critics are saying. So let's get into it. But first, I'm gonna explain the format of this video. I'm gonna go to the side, as you see right here, and I'll put the first reaction right here. You can pause the video and read it yourself, or I'm gonna read it as well, and I'm gonna kind of explain what the critics are trying to say. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first reaction comes from Brandon Davis, which said, Blue Beetle echoes elements of superhero films like Iron Man, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Shazam. Ángel Manuel Soto is so authentic in his directing, being what makes the film unique. It's a fun, contained story, and the family drives it. I enjoyed the movie. Now, Brandon Davis didn't stop there. He also said, the Blue Beetle movie is mostly a blast. Some is too silly or childish for me. A lot have me laughing out loud. George Lopez, so he's specifying that that's what made him laugh. Practical suit rocks. The Latino representation is awesome. Enjoyed the family-centric stakes. Solid action beats. Overall, it's fun. So this is very interesting, and I like this. So first of all, I just want to say that it doesn't seem like he loved the movie. It doesn't seem like he thought this movie was 10 out of 10. But he does say that overall it's fun, and he said that he enjoyed the movie. So that's good. Saying that some of it was too silly, too childish, something like it just doesn't fit the film. Kind of, it's too Power Rangers per se, but it also says like the suit rocks. I think that as well. I think Latino representation, according to him, is awesome, which is great. I'm really excited to see some more Latino representation because we need it definitely. And they said it's very much family centric, and this is the directing is what really makes this film unique. So that's pretty awesome. And the films that emerged, Spider-Man Homecoming, Iron Man, Shazam, kind of fit with Blue Beetle, so I like that as well. Alright, let's go on to the next reaction, and this comes from Shoraz Foroki, who said, Blue Beetle is quite enjoyable. A focus on family and Latin culture keeps the film grounded in heart. Xolo Maridueña is fantastic throughout. The film can feel like a Power Rangers special at times, but the third act is strong. It's a mix between the first Shazam and Miss Marvel. So it's a very, very interesting first reaction. Also saying once again that the film is quite enjoyable. They're not saying that it's a masterpiece or anything, so just keep in mind your expectations. Don't think like, oh, it's going to be the best film of the year. No, but it's saying it's enjoyable. It's a really fun film. Saying that they love that family and the Latino culture, which is something that the other first reaction mentioned. So keep in mind, that seems like it's going to be a huge part of this film. They also say that Xolo Maridueña is fantastic throughout, which is great. People that see Cobra kind of know that he has some really great acting, so it's great to finally kind of see him get a big jump to a blockbuster movie, which is great. They do say that the film can feel like Power Rangers at a time, which is interesting, and like I said, it does seem like, I guess there's some moments where it's just too silly, which I find that disappointing to say the least, because it feels like it's gonna mirror a little bit of Quantumania, which I don't want. But they do say that the third act is really strong, which is great. The biggest and for me the most important part of a movie is that the ending could deliver, so that's great. It looks like the ending will deliver. And they said it's a mix between the first Shazam, which the other reaction mentioned, but they also mentioned Miss Marvel, so that's very interesting. I know a lot of people didn't watch Miss Marvel, but I think it was quite good. It wasn't the best, but it was quite good. And I think this can mirror Miss Marvel, which even just by looking at the posters and everything, it looks like it does. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I like that first reaction. Alright, let's go to the next one. This comes from famous YouTuber Grace Randolph, whose channel is Beyond the Trailer. She said, wow, Blue Beetle was surprisingly good. Sort of Stranger Things vibe and fantastic score. Review embargo lifts Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's very interesting and a very positive first reaction as well, saying that it was surprisingly good, which is great. You know, I myself wasn't sure what to expect from the film. I didn't love the trailers, but it looks like it was surprisingly good, so that's great. They also said that it has some sort of Stranger Things vibe, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting to have a Stranger Things vibe from Blue Beetle, but if you've seen Stranger Things and you like Stranger Things, then that looks like it's gonna be a really good thing. And apparently the score's fantastic. You always need a fantastic score. I love that these like recent films have had an amazing score, and it looks like this is no different, so that's awesome. It also mentions that full review embargo lives on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So mark your calendars if you want to see a full review from your favorite YouTuber. You can check it out in that time. Alright, moving on to the next reaction. This comes from Zach Pope, who said, Blue Beetle brought a huge smile to my face, laughter out of me, and even a tear to my eye. A gigantic throwback to the 2000s era filmmaking with a beautiful Latin culture mix into it all. Come for Blue Beetle and be ready to fall in love with Xolo Maridueña and the Reyes family. Now, Zach Pope didn't stop there. He also said, such a huge win for DC. It breaks my heart how this film is projecting, but no matter what it makes, this film is fantastic and will find its audience. Also, the action is so good, which he did misspell the, but anyways, we're gonna ignore that. So that's really good. This is a very positive thing. In fact, I think it's the most positive reaction we've seen, saying that they brought a huge smile to his face, laughter, and even a tear. So clearly there's an emotional scene in this film. I can't wait to see it. So it says that it has like a huge throwback to the 2000 era, and I think it kind of shows that, because even when you look at the trailers, it does feel like a little bit dated, I guess. It feels like those 2000 superhero films, which I personally am a huge fan fan of. Maybe because I grew up with them, but I have a soft spot for them. So I love that. They also once again mentioned the Latin culture, which is great. You want to hear the Latin representation, and I heard it was good, so that's great. And they also mentioned that Xolo Maridueña is the person that really kind of steals this film when it comes to the actors, which is great. I'm really happy for him that he's finally getting that jump to the big blockbuster film, like I said earlier. Now they also mentioned that this is a huge win for DC, and that's great because we just came out of The Flash, which was something to say the least. So I guess a huge win for DC is great, and it has a lot of heart. And yeah, the box office isn't looking so great for this film, but maybe with this great word of mouth, maybe it can actually overdo what the box office is projecting right now. So that's great. And they mentioned that the action is so good in all caps, so that's great. That's I think the most important thing for me coming from a Blue Beetle film. I want to see the action be good, and I want to see that interpretation be good, and it looks like the film does that. Alright, moving on to the last version review. This comes from David Betancourt, who said, Blue Beetle is one of the best movies of DC's modern era, right up there with the first Wonder Woman movie. Fun, emotional, culturally significant, extremely funny. I was blown away. Jaime Reyes absolutely deserves to be part of the new DCU. So that's great. Saying that this is one of the best DC movies in the modern era. And they mentioned that it's on par with Wonder Woman. I saw another first reaction that I didn't include in this video, but it said that it was the best DC film since the first Wonder Woman. So the fact that they can kind of be in the same point, that's pretty good. For me, the best DC film in recent years was Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I don't know if they count that or not. But for it to be on the same level as Wonder Woman, which was really good as well, then that's great. The fact that it can actually be in the same level, that's really good sign. Also say it's culturally significant, like I said, important. And that it was actually really funny, which is great. They said they were kind of blown away by how funny it was, which is great. And saying that Blue Beetle definitely deserves to be part of the DCU, which it definitely seems like it will. James Gunn said that Blue Beetle is going to be the first character of the DCU. So just keep that in mind, that this movie is not going to be a throwaway movie because he will be part of the DCU. Okay? So yeah, those are 5 different first reactions reviews that I have for you about Blue Beetle. And as you can see, they're all very positive. Not the best, and I like this one was the best one of the year, like I said, but it's really fun and enjoyable. And especially if you're Latino that wants to go for more Latino representation, you might want to check out this film just to support it and show support for Latino films and how they had to be made more often in Hollywood. So that hopefully this film doesn't bomb the box office, but hopefully it can show that Latinos are important. So really hoping for that. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a great fun film, really funny, and I'm excited for the action scenes. But yeah, tell me in the comments, are you excited for this film? Are you going to check it out? And these first reactions kind of put it higher or lower. I'm very curious to know your own thoughts about it down in the comments. As well as please don't forget to leave a like. It will be very helpful. So please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for a lot more content, including some Blue Beetle content when this film comes out. You definitely want to miss it. So please subscribe for all that content. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is Entertainment out.